solving for system of linear equations. So with this type of the question, you will see the two equations, and each of the equation has two variables, x and y. So our purpose for working on this type of question, just solving for x and y. If the solution give us a particular solution with the x and y, that means two lines, they intersect at one point. And this point, we can define the x and y value. If the solution you solve it gives us is a 0 equal 0 or 4 equal 4. 4 equal 4. That means these two lines, they overlap. X and y overlap everywhere. So in that case, you will have many solutions. And your x and y, they rely on each other. So your solution set, we will give the x equal x, and the y, we find the y by rewrite the equation, has the notation with the x on it. So we will show this one later on. So this is something like 2x minus 1, okay, because your y is equal to x minus 1. When you solve the equation and the result, it give you like 2 equals 0, this is not a true statement. So in that case, this one has no solution because two lines, they are parallel. So in that case, no solution. So they are inconsistent. So we are going to work on these three examples and help you to get some idea to solve for this type of the question. Now, with the system of the equations, we have two different approach to solve for the question. Depends on the structure of your equation has. For example, this question, we have the x minus 2y equal -5. So from here, I can rewrite the first equation into the x equal 2y minus 5. Now, I let the x equal 2y minus 5, so I can use this term to substitute into the x part on the second equation. So I substitute the 2y minus 5 into the x part, so I let the x equal 2y minus 5 and plus y equal -15. Now, as here you can see, your equation, now x is no longer there. You only have the single y, so we can solve for y from here. We have 6y minus 15 plus y equal -15. So combine the y, you get a 7y. 15, -15 go to the right, turn to 0. So it gives us y equal a 0. Now we solve the y. We can plug in the y back to here. Then solve for x. So x is equal to multiplied by 0 minus 5, which is -5. So the solution set of this question is x equal -5, y equals 0. So it has a particular solution. That means these two lines, they intersect at -5, 0. So this one, we go with the substitution. Substitute. Now this equation, you can go with the substitution as well, or go with elimination. So I want to solve for this one by using the elimination. So first step, I'm going to multiply 4 into the first equation because I want to eliminate the y. So I'll multiply by 4. Now the first equation, we have ax minus 4y equal -48. Now I copy down the second equation here. they are exactly the same, right? So since they are exactly the same, I mean these two lines, they match everywhere, they overlap everywhere. But if I subtract both of the equation, I will get a 0 minus 0 equal a 0. So 0 equals 0, this is true. So that means x and y, they rely on each other. So x and y are dependent. They are dependent. So how can we define the x and y value? Because they are rely on each other. So we let the x equal x. Okay, now y, in order to get a y, rewrite a y has the x term. We can use the first equation. So first equation here has 2x minus y equal negative 12. So 2x minus y equal negative 12. I want to rewrite the y into something x. So y is equal to x plus 12. So that means if you give me the x, and then once I substitute x into here, I can solve for y. So y is rely on x. So the solution set here, we write down the x, comma, 2x plus 12. So this is x. 2x plus 12 represent a y. So this would be the solution to satisfy these two equations. So this is a consistent equation, consistent. They overlap everywhere. And your x and y solution, they rely on each other. So I'm going to multiply 2 to the first equation. I'm going to multiply 2. So now the first equation I can rewrite into the 2x minus 6y equal negative 2. Now I copy down the second equation here. Is equal 18. I want to eliminate the 2x. So I subtract everything from first equation to the second equation. So 2x minus 2x is 0. Let me put a parenthesis here. Okay. Negative 6y minus negative 6y, which is 10 to the positive 6y. So you have negative 6y plus 6y, you turn to the 0. Now equal negative 2 minus 18. So you have the negative 20. Now the result tell us 0 equal a 20, negative 20. This is not right, not true. So since this is not true, I mean no solution. Because they are inconsistent. So there's no way you will find the x and y value. So when you have two systems of linear equations, you can either go with the substitution or elimination. The result, if they give us is a particular number to represent the x and y, you will have a particular solution. And that's most of the time we are looking for. When you solve for both equations, and the result give us is a number equal another number on both sides. Number on both sides are the same. That means two lines, they are overlap. So you'll have many solutions, and your x and y, they are dependent variable. Your y is rely on x. So the solution you given is x, comma. The y you have to rewrite into the x term. When both of sides they are not equal, that means no solution.